Welcome to Wild Savanna, one of the most, if not realistic, animal survival games out there. Today I embarked on a journey if I could survive solo in the Roblox life of Wild Savanna and see if the game can really live to its expectations. So without further ado, grab your popcorn, hit that like and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and let's just jump straight into the video. We start our journey in server number 1, because throughout the video I will jump from server to server to try and find more biodiversity, because after all, some servers have a lot of people and a lot of lions, and that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to try and get a grasp of how it would feel if you play as a leopard. At the distance, we spot a lioness with a gazelle. Not knowing if the lioness would eat the gazelle, it was time for us to try and get this opportunity to snatch an easy meal. Because after all, on these servers, there seems to be no rules at all. So might as well risk to see if the gazelle is either a friend of that lioness or just some random person tagging along. And because it's a gazelle, it's an easy prey or leopard. I made my way slowly towards the gazelle, because I think in Wild Savanna leopards can have a camouflage mechanism, making them almost undetectable. We had a good upper hand, but unfortunately the lioness was on the gazelle's side, protecting her until the last end, making it almost impossible to catch or even to fight the lioness. So we had to give up. With that encounter, we had only one option: to stand by and see if we could catch an unwanted predator. Luckily for us, we spotted an eagle that was resting near the rocks. That would make a perfect catch for a deer leopard. We got spotted. With our second prey escaping, it was time for us to try and roam through the map in search of something to hunt. But something that I came to realize sooner than later is that in Wild Savanna, like Anomalia, there are a lot of lion prides and also a lot of hyena clans. So we have to be very careful not to get killed or caught in the process. We could never outrun the king of stamina, so our best bet was to climb a tree and wait until they left. If this was a 1v1 battle, I'm pretty confident that we would come out on top, but we don't have the stamina nor the power to outrun or fight 3 adult hyena. After the coast was clear, it was time for us to get down from the tree and try and get something to drink and to eat. I had to be very careful, because at the place that I was, it's almost like the oasis on Anomalia. There's a lot of different type of animals, especially buffaloes, lions, and hyenas. After fully replenishing my thirst and walking for about 5 minutes, I didn't come across any suitable prey. And nighttime was almost upon us, and still I had nothing to eat. Luckily, I stumbled across a zebra corpse, probably left by some lions. Would come to a good advantage because we were almost starving, making this a good find. As soon as the sun was up, I decided to take a stroll by the river, but I was not expecting to what was about to happen. A leopard came out of nowhere and started to attack me. Now I don't know if I did wander into some other leopard's territory, but I was not gonna let that slide. Out of nowhere, a male lion intervened. Not knowing if he's teaming up with the leopard, I decided to create some space between me and the male lion. But I soon realized that that was not the case. Because the leopard helped me when I got pounced, I decided to return the favor back. But that didn't mean that I was on his side. I was just making it quits. So while the lion was distracted by the other leopard, I decided to make my escape. And after a few minutes, the leopard tried to ask me for assistance. But because he attacked me earlier, I left him to die. Some people might say that that was unfair. But you cannot expect me to help somebody who started a fight, especially when you are the same species. Because after all, that's how life in the savannah goes. You're either by my side or you're not. On server number 2, we spotted a gazelle Thompson, a perfect meal and a catch for our leopard. I have to go off script here and tell you guys there is no better feeling than hitting a pounce, especially on a small animal like this. And these are times that I wish that Animalia had a pounce mechanic. Sadly, throughout server 2, there was not really much interactions or animals that I could catch, so I decided to switch to our last server to see if we could have some PvP or maybe some pretty cool catches. And I do have to say that although Wild Savanna is probably one of the best animal survival out there, it has almost the same problem as Animalia. A lot of lions, a lot of hyenas, and especially if you play herbivore, a lot of buffaloes. Throughout the times you might find maybe a zebra or a giraffe, but you won't find the smaller herbivores. It almost is a 1% chance. So on server 3, we walked almost a lot. I found this small group of lions trying to catch me, but every time they did, I just climbed the tree, you know, do what leopards do, and hopefully avoiding them. Because I've been wandering through this part of the map, I never crossed the river, so my new objective was to try and cross the river in search of finding maybe a different animal or maybe something to catch. After crossing the river, I stumbled upon a gazelle, a perfect prey and a perfect animal for a young leopard like myself. This gazelle was not really easy to catch. After embarrassing myself and running out of stamina, I decided to climb over this tree and take a look at the horizon to see what was going on. And I soon came to the conclusion that I probably crossed into a place that people only did PvP. So why not go down and join them? Sadly, I was not quite hitting the gazelle properly. I don't know why, but I kept missing my pounce on it. Maybe because I was too far away or too close, or maybe it was just lag. But it was a pretty cool practice. I ended up playing Wild Savanna for about 1 hour, and I do have to say that this game is pretty good, but is still missing some key features to make this game a good animal survival game. And I was curious to see how the game would feel and actually sound if I decide to make this as a storytelling game. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you guys are not yet subscribed, and a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Kato here. I'll catch you guys in a next video. Take care and peace.